All right. Start with the good things. We did what we wanted to do as far as making some improvements guarding the three, staying home on strong side kicks. Obviously, did not see limiting to 4 makes was a big priority for us. Deflections, getting out and getting some deflections. We got that goal and what we wanted to do. So some improvements on the defensive end. As far as offensive end, we've become pretty reliant on 3-point shooting right now and not shooting it well. So I think a couple shots early were not great shots, and then those open shots don't look quite as good the next time you get them. I'm kind of a long-time believer in that. So we're not clicking offensively, no question about it. The deflections, the loose balls, they should have led to more transition baskets for us today, but we're just not converting in transition, which is what we did great in our 2 preseason games. And so, obviously Damian's a part of that, but we should be better, and we've got to address that. So we've got 2 great opportunities tomorrow. Practice. We'll practice in the practice gym. We obviously got to get some shooting done. So I guess we'll be in the main floor on Sunday, and then do it. So, we've become too reliant on 3-point shooting, and obviously our percentages aren't great. So shot selection's a little bit of part of it, and recognizing that, I think, is probably the most important part. So we've got to do some things, and I'm really excited about, like I said, I'm excited about tomorrow, I'm excited about Sunday, and I'm excited about Monday.
What was the mood and message in the practices after you had PPE?
Guard the 3, it's something that we had emphasized all year, and when I say all year, it's like a year, June to November, but we're just not doing the things that we were doing really well, to be honest with you, and Damian is as good as anybody we've got, so it's you just take that out of there, all of a sudden you get real younger at the guards, and but that was really guarding the 3. More active on the ball were the 2 things, which I think we did a better job of that today. So in no way do I feel we played a great game, but at least we addressed some things that we did some things we addressed. Stephen.
You need to put Mike in bubble wrap?
Yeah, it's John pointed out, and I didn't even notice that. He had 14 free throw attempts, and no one else on our team did. And, we're not getting in the lane. We're not penetrating enough. And we've become, reliant on him as our only source of penetration. Obviously, Damon's a big part of that. That's what we relied on between the 2 of them. So we've got to get more. I thought Hottie's given us more in practice, not as much in the game. We've got to do a better job. We're not reading closeouts well enough, but it was good to see Chuck get some layups in the second half. I think that was important, see the ball go in the basket. But Mike I thought Mike played, well. The turnovers, a couple times where I think there was some turnovers he's got to cut down, as we've talked about in this offseason, where he's got to get those numbers lower. And certainly there's 3 that, stick out in my mind that just can't happen if we want him to be the player that we want him to be. So those are the things we got to do. But yeah, I thought he's playing pretty good defense for us. We're asking too much of him. He's missed a lot of practice, so in the last couple of weeks, so that hasn't helped his conditioning. And so we it seems like I'm giving out excuses here, too many, and that can't be the case. This is November. We've got to be ready to go, and we've got to be better. But I thought Mike played hard. I thought he was unselfish with the ball. I thought he made some really good passes. But when you go 8 for 32 from 3, there's a lot of open shots there. I think especially in the second half, I know there are open shots. But you're not going to have great assist numbers in those situations. So 17 offensive rebounds, that's a good number, but still not where we want to be on the rebounding end. I just don't know why we have not rebounded at the numbers we should be.
You started Bigger and Rondell today.
Yeah, Eddie missed practice the last 2 days with illness, so I think he's, I just walked out with him, and he said he felt all right, but he's he hasn't practiced the last 2 days, so that was really the decision on that. Rondell, we just liked Hade, I think Hade's going to play the minutes. We just rotated that in between. Just the decision was just based on we wanted Hade to be in there. We're trying to get Rondell going, to be honest. I mean, that's we got to get something out of one of these other guards, and then Hade is our second point guard. So I had him coming off as this backup for Mike, but we knew he was going to play other minutes as well.
Coach, hearing you speak this morning at the statue.
Yes.
How cool was that, and what did it mean?
Yeah. I'll speak from what it meant to me. I don't know if you asked that or care, but it meant a lot. It really did. And I think I talked a little bit about we've didn't know him when I was here as a player, as a person, but obviously knew coming from California and raised in the Bronx, and Hollywood. It was just shocking, and that is what Dr. Cash had done, and not being that far from when I got here, believe it or not. So he just getting to know him. It became really a mission of mine to get him involved in our program the day I got here, and that was a priority for me. And just said if anybody saw him speak today, I mean, he inspires me every time I see him speak. So I think I said I was like we would normally. I don't know how many games I've coached. I think I said this whatever the number was, and I've never deviated from a game day routine in my life. So whatever 700 games or whatever I've coached, I've never did. Today I gladly did it because I wanted to be so much a part of it. So for the university, I think it's tremendous. I think it's for him. I mean, just again, he's thanking me on the floor as we were walking off. He is thankful. He's appreciative, and I think it means a lot to our university. It means a lot to Iron Terrell High School. It means a lot to his family, and I think it's going to mean more to the community of Fort Worth as we hear and see as it goes on more. And I think they recognize it more. I think it's going to become more important, more relevant as we go in the community.
Coach, you mentioned him a couple times tonight. Do you have an update on Damien's status?
We're getting closer. We'll let you know. We haven't gotten anything official yet. I would say that the news has gotten better as we've gone, but he's still not playing, so it ain't that good. But we'll let you know when it's official. But we have a little better understanding of where it's going to be, and think he's handled it well. I thought it would be an opportunity for some guys, and they've got to be ready again for that opportunity. So we're working on it, and I've spent endless hours on it. Our compliance people, but it's amazing on a thing that was self-reported. He told us, we told compliance, knowing it's in June. So no one would have known, and so that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're operating with.
Eddie, it's just a sickness.
He had the flu. So I thought he came back. What did we play? We played on Monday, and I thought he looked a little. Do I have that right? It was Monday we played. We took Tuesday off. I didn't think he had the same bounce on Monday, to be honest. And then Tuesday he wasn't feeling as well, and then he was out of practice Wednesday and Thursday. So I think it's flu, and it's we're just kind of rotating guys in. We're not getting you have Summer, we had everything figured out. June, July, up to October, and then come November, it's been a rotating, do everything different. And we're playing different too. So we'll get to work tomorrow again, and Sunday, like I said, I can't wait. Can't wait for Saturday. Can't wait for Sunday. We got a great football game, so we'll get a good practice in, and then we'll watch that football game. But we got a volleyball game here tomorrow, so we'll do a great. I'm looking forward to film work tomorrow and some walking through some stuff and some skill work. So it's a great opportunity for us to get better here. So the growth is not over in November.
Okay, thanks.
All right.